Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Just walking in the door. It is like steam pipe hot out there, and I ain't bullshit. It is super hot out there, man. I don't know what the deal is. I know we complain about it being so hot outside, but I can't wait until it starts getting cold or cool outside. I'm not a cold weather guy myself personally, because when it gets cold outside, it doesn't get as cold as it does up north where it's like freezing cold. They get snow and stuff like that. Well, we don't really get that around here. It just gets, real crisp cold air where you have to bundle up a little bit. We don't walk around with like big trench coats and big overcoats and goose downs or goose ups or whatever the hell they call them coats they wearing up north. But whatever the case may be, we bundle up a little bit. But I complain when it gets cold outside. Like, I don't like walking outside and that cold ass wind is just hitting you, slapping you in the face. You're blowing smoke out your nose and your mouth, and like, it gets cold, but it's not super cold. But that is a lot better than sweating like hell soon as you walk out the door. That's ridiculous. But anyway, that's not what you guys are here for. You want to know what the hell I wore today and if I picked up anything. I wore a very popular fragrance at one point in time. It's not that popular anymore due to, I'm assuming, reformulations. People have been complaining about it a lot. I don't complain about mine whatsoever. This is from the house of Armaf. I could not decide this morning when I got up because I was running late, to be honest. But I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear. I was standing in front of my shelf looking, and I just couldn't pick one, that would agree with me really well with this heat. So I decided to go with a sure thing, and that is Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf. And I know a lot of you newcomers who know about Armaf and this fragrance. Yes, I do know that this is wrong. It's on the wrong side. It's supposed to be straight up and down. Mine is to the side. You can call it fake, call it whatever you want. But this one, I can't speak for nobody else's, but this one is a performance beast for me. I did not have to reapply because this was still going strong through my 8-hour shift. But I did apply 2 sprays for lunch just to give myself, something fresh when I walked into the cafeteria, just to see what would happen. I hit myself once on the back of the neck and once on the chest, and I walked into the cafeteria and instantly I started getting compliments. So every single time I've worn this, no matter what time, day or night, I wore this, I got compliments. This, however, I've had a change of heart on as far as calling this a clone of Creed Aventus. The dry down, yes. The opening, no. Because this has a lemon opening and there's pineapple in Creed Aventus, which technically in my book makes this not a clone. A clone is a clone of your favorite fragrance from top to bottom is how I look at it. Now, I know other people are going to say otherwise, but that's just how I look at it. If something is different in that fragrance and it does not, nothing is going to be an exact carbon copy. But if it doesn't smell like that fragrance in the opening or the dry down, then how can you call it a clone? And this opening, to some people, it's harsh. I actually happen to like the opening on this. It doesn't bother me at all. Some people say it smells like lemon scented pledge. I could see how they could get that, but I don't get it. So I'm not gonna call this from this day forward a clone of Armaf. Oh man, I can't even talk right now. Creed Aventus. It's just gonna be its own entity. This is from the house of Armaf, Club de Nuit Intense Man. The performance for most people used to be beast mode, and I've been hearing a lot of people complain about the performance as of the past few years. It's not as beastly as it used to be. It still smells somewhat the same because somebody sent me one in a trade for something else, and it smelled the same, but you can tell the strength of it was a little weaker than mine. And so I actually sold it, I believe, to another guy, and he actually was trying to buy this one off of me, but I'm not willing to part ways with it, because if I order another one trying to replace it and it doesn't perform, I'm going to be pissed. And I've only used this maybe 3 or 4 times since I've had it. So, pretty damn good fragrance. I like it. This is, I think, my first purchase from Armaf, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was my first purchase. So, and I did have the urge to stop by Ross today just to see, because I hadn't really been in there in a few days. But they didn't have jack shit in there. Excuse me, guys. They didn't have jack shit in there the past few times I went in. And I can say the same for TJ Maxx and Bells. I rarely venture in Bells like I used to, but TJ Maxx, I did stop by there before I came home, and they didn't have nothing in there either. They did have Davidoff Cool Water Summer Edition. It was like $24.99, and I know nothing about it. I tried to look it up real quick online, but they didn't have much information on it. So if anybody knows about Davidoff Cool Water Summer Edition, please let me know about it, if it's good or not, if it's worth purchasing. I was going to just get it, just, you know, as a blind buy, but I'm really not. I've never been a big cool water fan. I've recently, within the past, few months, have just purchased my first cool water, but it's actually not the original cool water. It's that what is it, deodorant spray kind, whatever. It looks like the same bottle, it's just the deodorant version or whatever, I don't know. So I do gotta purchase the original cool water. So what I did purchase is one I really wasn't a fan of when I did have it, but being that it was only 20 bucks, I went ahead and copped it just so I can, scratch my itch. And it is from the house of Burberry, and this is Burberry Weekend. And like I said, I'm not a real big fan of this one. For some reason, I don't really like it that much. I've worn it once or twice over the past few years, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a little bit of powderiness in it. Like, some powdery notes are okay with me, and some are just too stringent. Some are just too strong, and I just can't deal with it. And this was one of them. And every time I hear people say, "Oh, Burberry Weekend is the bomb, I don't know why you don't like it," and I'm like, why do you like it? So, this is just a 30 ml bottle, which to some people may not make sense why I paid $20 for that, but it really didn't matter to me because I'm not going to use it that much anyway. Let's give it a smell. So, third spray or third pump, I got a little bit of juice. All right. It's not bad. It kind of reminds me of maybe a casual, not really casual, but maybe you don't want to have on like a full 3-piece suit, but if you just had on like maybe the slacks, some nice shoes on, maybe a button up with the vest that comes with it, and maybe a tie, or without the tie, You know what I'm saying? Like something slightly dressy, but a little on the casual side. That type of deal. Work friendly, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it would be okay. It smells a little citrusy. I'm not sure on all the notes in it, but something in this is kind of off-putting to me. But it's not a bad fragrance, but you know, it is what it is. 20 bucks, I didn't really lose nothing. So, which brings me to my next point. So when I wear fragrances to work, people always ask me what I'm wearing most of the time, if they're interested, or if it's something that smells really good. And oh, excuse me, guys, this is the time I'm really napping. But anyway, there's this one lady. I actually had Armauff's Le Parfait, which is a cross between Trace Nuit and Club de Nuit Intense Man, mixed into one. And it's more like Creed Aventus and what is it? What's that other one? Green Irish Tweed mixed together is pretty much what it is. They put it in one bottle. It's a nice magnetic cap bottle. Runs you about $20 something. It might be a little more now, but when I bought it, it was like 20 some odd dollars. And I actually sold that one to this same person that I'm about to mention this story to you about. She smelled that on me one day and said she wanted to get that for her man, so I sold her my bottle, and I was going to purchase another one, but in the meantime, I had bought Trace Nuit, so I was like, why do I need Le Parfait when I got Trace Nuit and Club de Nuit Intense Man? I can just layer those two and get the same effect almost. So I didn't purchase it again. Well, this same chick, she was one of the ones who gave me a comment on this today. She said in the cafeteria she could smell me from across the room, and she came over and asked me. She actually asked me one day last week to bring her like 3 fragrances and give me a good deal, give her a good deal on them. So I said, okay, I'll give you 3, $10 a piece is what I said. And oddly enough, you know how the majority of black people are. They are gonna always try to get over on you and stuff like that. And I knew it was coming. So she came to me today. She had her little $20 in hand, and I said 30. She was like, I brought these fragrances, 3 fragrances, Monday and Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, and she just now getting back with me. Well, I didn't bring them with me today because I'm tired of carrying them. So she came to me and she was like, you gonna hook me up with them colognes? I was like, yeah, I brought them Monday and Tuesday, yada, yada, yada. She said, well, here go $20. How much you say you was gonna charge me for them? I said $10 a piece. That's 30 bucks. She was like, I got $20. You can give me 2 for 10, and then shoot me a deal on the other one. Of course, the wheels in my mind are already turning, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I can get you something for about $5, $6, $7, which is cool. You know, I don't mind. But she's wanting 3 fragrances like Versace Pour Homme or Valentino Uomo or Givenchy Gentleman Only or Sauvage, Prada, YSL. She's wanting fragrances like that for $20, $10 a piece. Where the hell do they do that at? I can sell you a decant of something for about that price, but I'm not finna give you a whole bottle of something for that price. It's gonna cost more than that to even buy it if I go out and buy it for her. But what I was gonna do was just give her 3 of, you know, the most decent fragrances I have left over out of what I'm selling, and hope she's happy with it. If not, I'll just give her $20 back. But I'm not finna give her 3 of my higher price fragrances not for no $10 a piece. That's retarded. So I was gonna shoot her 2 cheapies. You know, 2 of the decent cheapies I can do for 10 a piece, and then I give her probably that other what is it, Cuba, that I don't really care for. It was only like $6.99. She could shoot me like $5, $6 for that one and be cool. But other than that, I'm not bringing her nothing that's, you know, higher quality, not for no $10 a piece. And I hate how most black people always be trying to get over on people when, you know, you try to be nice to them and stuff like that. Like, it don't always work like that, and you can't swindle a swindler. Trust me. I've been that way before. I'm not that way now, but you're not finna get over on me. And if you don't accept what I'm bringing you, then here go your money. We good. I don't know what you expect me to get you for $20 unless you want me to sell you Burberry Weekend for $20. I'll do that, but you only gonna get one of these for $20, and that's it. But she don't even want the small 30 ml. She want a big 100 ml bottle, 3 of them. So that's retarded. So I'm gonna pick something out for her and hope she's satisfied with it. If she's not, then oh well, it ain't nothing else I can do. Cody, this is what I found out yesterday. I went to the U.S. Postal Service, U.S. Post Office, and the guy told me, first off, he asked me what was it, and I said it was cologne that I was shipping to somebody, and it got all broken up. And first thing came out of his mouth is, you know, you're not supposed to be shipping fragrances, colognes, and stuff through the mail. Since when? Because I've been doing this for a while, and everybody else in the world has been doing it also. So I'm not understanding what the problem is. So he told me to just go on the website, the U.S. Postal Service website, file the claim. I got to take pictures of the box. I got to take pictures of the bottles that's broken and damaged and all that. Take pictures of the tag the post office people put on there and all that. So this is going to take some process. And I'm actually not even interested in trying to do all of that, because this is going to take too much time, too much energy, and they may not even give me what I'm going to be asking for it. Because, you know, yeah. Anyway, the only other way I can rectify this situation is to go out and just repurchase the Penguin and the Guess Seductive, the black bottle, in which I didn't see in any store today, but I'll run into it eventually. Or since it was just a trade, I can, you know, do this update video, show you what I have left to trade, and if you're interested in any of those, then I can just swap out, send you those two, plus give you the Penguin that's got scratched up. It's not really broken or anything like that. It's just scratched up from the other bottle being in the box all broke up. So that'll be 3 fragrances for you instead of the 2. So either way it goes, it's gonna get rectified. Just give me time to work on it. And if you're gonna be impatient about it, then I can easily just pay you for the fragrances that you already shipped to me in the swap. I know they're pretty inexpensive anyway, so you know, it is what it is. But either way it goes, holler at me, let me know what you want to do, and we'll go from there. And I'll do this update video sometime in the next day or so and let y'all know what I have left. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Peace.